Good morning, everybody. How are you guys doing today? Ooh, fix my hair just a little bit. I don't like that. Anyway, um, so you guys know me. I'm like real, right? Like, let me get this straight. Okay, now. So, welcome to the Ask Terry show. We come to you guys live here on our Facebook page about 8:15 or so, depending on how crazy I'm running in the morning, until about 8:30. And we do just about 15 minutes, guys, just to be able to answer any questions that you might have. The question has been asked, why do we do this? Terry, why are you spending 15 minutes Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday giving out free advice? Well, because we're on a mission, right? We're on a mission to bring peace, joy, love, and light into the lives of millions. And I honestly believe that when I give, everything else takes care of itself, right? We know from all the data that we've collected in the last almost 2 years that some of you guys have a lot of concerns about coming to us, and thinking that it's not going to be private, it's not going to be confidential. So that's why we don't do a lot of marketing on Facebook anymore. Actually, we've gotten to a point that we don't have to, thank heavens. We do our marketing in other ways. And we understood what you guys were telling us. Some of you sent us messages directly and said, hey, this is not confidential. Yeah, it is confidential because we're not providing therapy on Facebook. So we're giving free advice because we want to help you guys. We want to touch as many lives as possible. And thank you for the feedback that we're getting, that this is helping. So thank you. So the question of today is a good one. It's an interesting one. It's one that we haven't had before. This person is saying that her boyfriend asked her to marry him. Congratulations. Don't know all the details about that, but you're being very honest with us. And of course, we're not using your name, but you're being honest with us and saying, I don't love him. Okay, so I don't know how long you guys have been seeing each other. I don't know why you're seeing this person. I don't know why you're seeing this person and continuing to see this person if you don't love them. I'm going to assume, and I'm making a huge assumption here, that you guys have been dating for a period of time, more than just a few months. I don't think someone would ask you in this day and age to marry them if you hadn't been seeing each other for at least a good amount of time. Everybody has a different idea of what a good amount of time is, right? I know someone who says they've been dating someone for a year and a half, and they know absolutely that they're not ready to marry this person because they don't think this person is mature enough to be married. So the straight answer is don't marry him. Okay, show over. All right, so let's get into that a little bit. You know, there are some people who say you get married for money, some who say you get married for love, right? And I've known some people who got married for love and said they would never do it again, but they would marry for money. I believe in love. Of course I do. I don't believe in money because I feel like if everything is going correctly, then the money will take care of itself. So I like to push this back because I like to come up a little bit. But, you know, I can remember in the days when I was dating, yes, I had standards, and everyone has to have standards because you have to be aligned, okay? If you're fresh out of college and you're dating someone, both of you are on the ground bottom, right? As far as building your careers and building your financial stability. So, of course, you're going to have different standards then than you do if you're 40 and you've been married before and you already have a home and you don't want to have to go back. Does that make sense? I knew someone who came in for therapy, and she was dating a guy who didn't have any stability and didn't have the financial stability or the financial foundation. And she did. And, he actually moved in to her home, and it got to be a little rocky, and he left her. And she felt like he had just completely used her. Completely. And I'm not saying any names, of course. The reason is because I've had multiple women come in with that same exact scenario. And it tends to happen to the women who are at least 40 and up. Maybe late 30s, but typically 40 and up, right? Where they go out, they meet this person, they're madly in love, and before you know it, they're living together, but he's moving into her home. I don't know what's going on with that, but I hear it over and over and over, where grown men, 40, 50 plus years old, don't have that financial stability, and the women do. Congratulations, women, we're on the ball. But we're meeting men that, don't have that. I think you have to be aligned, because it's always going to be an issue. Or can you go to financial counseling together to help him make some better decisions about his finances? But in this situation, in the question that's being asked today, you don't love this person. It's not like you love him, but it's not like you love him, but he doesn't have the money that I think he should have. Or this other situation is going on. I love him, but he's an alcoholic. We see that a lot. I love him, but I had someone say to me the other day, I really, really like this person, but I can't date him. And I said, why? She said, because he drinks too much and he smokes weed. Well, done, right? If you know that in the beginning, part, don't even go down that road. If you know that there are things that you don't like about this person, don't even continue with this person. If you know after this many months that you don't love this person and they love you, then write it down on paper and say, what is it that I like and what is it that I don't like, and why do I not love this person? And if it's just a barrier within you because you have decided that you really don't want to get married again, and so you're protecting your heart, then that's a different story, isn't it? Because we have to allow love to come in. But if you have allowed love to come in and you've opened up your heart and you just don't love this person, don't marry them. Please, please don't marry them. It would be devastating. It would be devastating to you and devastating to them. And God forbid that you still are in child producing age and you bring children into that situation. I say you usually can tell within 1 to 3 conversations or dates with a person if you are aligned in your life, if you guys are heading in the same direction, and if you can see a future with this person. If you start to see that, then you continue to date. If you don't, then you part immediately. Because I've said it 10 million and one times. No, not that many. But I've said it so many times. When we start dating someone and we start getting, intimate with that person, we're swapping spirits. And before you know it, we're in love with a person we don't even like. Like the example of the girl who said, I like him, but I don't want to date him because he smokes and he drinks. Okay, so that no point in going on, because then you're going to fall in love with a person who smokes and drinks. And then you're going to have to deal with their addictions, right? And then you're going to be calling me saying, I'm depressed, I'm sad, I'm in pain, I'm anxious. Please help him. to overcome his addiction, right? And we do work with people who are addicted to various things, including gambling and drugs and so forth, right? So what I'm saying is be true to your heart. Marriage is one of the biggest commitments that we can ever make. It's the biggest, isn't it? Other than a mortgage for 30 years. So, they say that Warren Buffett said that the biggest decision you can make that affects your finances is who you marry, right? And that person will determine how successful you will be in life. Not just on a monetary level, but on all levels. I know someone who came in, got counseling because, she got married to this person and he began to socially isolate her. And she lost her friends and she lost all kinds of stuff. Now, the money was great. They had a business together and they were doing really well. But the domestic violence started and the jealousy was there, and not just jealous of guys who paid attention to her, but even jealous of her friends, and started to really isolate her from just about everyone that he could. So, there came in the depression and everything else, right? She was not successful in anything but the money, right? Because they ran the business together. And she actually outpaced him in some ways in the business. So guys, I'm just going to encourage you, do everything out of love. Do everything out of love. Don't be a doormat. Have some boundaries. But when you do something, do it out of love. And then everything else will fall into place. I do believe that. Alrighty. Thank you, guys. I will see you. Monday is Labor Day. I am going to try to come to you on Labor Day. I am not going to make any guarantees because I am traveling on Labor Day. But I will try. Alrighty, I'll see you guys later. Have an awesome weekend. Bye-bye.